Hello everyone, welcome to the last day of OSCE Days. So my name is Melanie, I'm from Singapore. I'm one of the global organizers for OSCE Days 2016. So I have actually been here for about 20 minutes and I think everyone's tired over the weekend from organizing all the wonderful activities in their own local respective places. So so no one's here, but that's fine. So let me just share a little bit about what I like about OSCE Days this year and about the event in Singapore. So this year there are about 77 cities all over the world doing OSCE Days in one way or another. There are so many activities, talks, and even in Berlin, I think that's the most exciting one, that you have a hackathon, the welding machines, and also business models as well. So I think that the community is definitely going through a vibrant phase where people are coming to start certain cultures in their own cities, such as the repair culture, the design, sustainable manufacturing, and bringing the manufacturing away from the factories to become more locally distributed. So in Singapore, at least when we hosted it hosted on Saturday, we did on our theme was the consumer and circular economy. So the question really is there really a consumer in such an economy? Because a consumer is basically a passive person that takes that waste. However, I think that during the session we were discussing it and saying that there's no such thing, that either you take an active role or none at all. So in the circular economy, there is no such thing as a consumer. There is a repairman or woman, repair person. There's a person that makes, a designer, a maker, a remanufacturer, a refurbisher, whatever you call yourself. So we take active roles into ensuring that whatever products that we use or whatever goes inside the economy comes out as something that is useful, or at least if it's not useful, there's no pollution in it. So in Singapore, when we were discussing it, we were looking specifically into the theme of consumer electronics and appliances. So many of us do not know what goes into our consumer products. How many of us can tell how many resistors there are, or how a coffee machine works, how the heating element works? We were fortunate to have a few engineers at the event itself to explain to us how these things were made, but step by step. But if we didn't have it, the consumers are basically ignorant of how their products are made and where they are supposed to end up in. So yesterday we were a group of about 32 people and we were talking about a few things. So we went through a breakdown, and there were little kids and there were moms, there were dads, there were engineers, but there were a lot of enthusiasts as well who were using tools for the first time. So a lot of questions came up, like, why do you use this screw? Why is there a triangular screw? Why is there so many different screws and so many different sizes of screws and so many places that's really hard to reach? So then they asked what are the most important things that they should have in their homes, and actually it's not appliances, it is a toolbox, simple toolbox, toolkit that you can get for $2 at your local Daiso supermarket, local market, So I think my favorite part of my event, or Singapore event, was when they were questioning things like, why are things made for 2 to 3 years only? Can we do something about it? So my organization runs something called Repair Kopitiam, inspired by the repair cafes in the Netherlands. We meet every Sunday to teach repair skills to residents and also improve on our own repair skills as well. So I think that building a repair culture in Singapore is the way to go. And where the open source comes in is that these repair manuals can be free, and iFix has done a successful business out of it. So we are starting to see a movement towards people having a great open sharing culture, because that's the only way that innovation can occur. In Singapore, there's a great competition between one another, and I think that seriously hampers shift towards a circular economy. Do we have a viewer? We don't. Sorry. So I think that last year we had a full-fledged 6-hour hackathon where people book items, tear down and redesign the item. So this year we're not going to, we didn't do that because my organization, together a Southeast Asia Makerspace network, is organizing a 10 city makeathon on the circular economy. So that's quite exciting. It won't be completely open source. However, we are trying to make the master classes for business model open source as well. So I think it was a great opportunity for me to learn from the different organizers around the world. So I was in a global hangout with Sylvia yesterday from Indianapolis, and also the very enthusiastic team from Torino. So they have a repair event in Torino every year. So if you're interested, you can bring down your event, bring down your items and start repairing on the street. And also I think they do an goods exchange as well. So I think the most important thing that I've learned from organizing this event and being part of the global organizers is that conversations are very important. So conversations like this need to happen at a global level. So you know what other people are doing, so you're interested and you get to learn from them. And secondly, it's local meetups are very important. That you need to meet on a consistent basis for you to generate those ideas and talk about things like planned obsolescence, or what other processes of refurbishing or remanufacturing, and start to question why are things so difficult to get by, and then only acting for the future. So uh, I think this is all from me today. I really hope to hear more from you, and I cannot wait to see all the documentation from the different cities as well. So we are supposed to meet, I think, this end of the year, where we have a stewardship meeting, I think. So we're looking towards making the global organization something that people can look forward to coming to, having a more active community, and perhaps also sharing all the material that we have visually and graphically. So I cannot wait to see that. And so that's all for me today. And I hope you enjoyed what I just shared. So if you would like to see some of the pictures, they'll be up later on today for the Singapore event on Sustainable Living Lab SO2. So do like us there. If not, join on our Facebook page, which is the Open Source Circular Economy Days. It's on Facebook. There's lots of different members. So just post whatever that you think that people want to see, whether you're a local organizer, whether you're a participant, or whether you're an enthusiast. So we would like to hear from you. And we look forward to seeing you another video, another call, and next year where we get hopefully more Southeast Asian countries to come on board. One thing I forgot to mention, because our Makeathon is to do a circular economy in Southeast Asia, so we're only beginning to do literature in these countries. And hopefully that we'll be able to come up with enough material to see how that circular economy principles can be applied to nations of different developing growth, from Cambodia to Vietnam to even Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia. So we live in exciting times, and I hope to see you sometime again in a separate occasion. So goodbye now.